Hello YouTube, this is Hunter Surge. We have new cards! New cards! New cards! Oh man, if there's anything I love about doing YouTube content for card games, it's talking about new cards. It's talking about card design. I love talking about card design. And like, new reveals, perfect time to do it. So today, we got all the details on the Shattered Stars celebrations, all the cards that are going to be in there. And there's two new cards that are preview cards from Moonrise that probably would have been out by now on the original planned release schedule, but are now happening to release a bit early and will be legal on November 1st after this drops in October. So we're going to go over those two new cards, talk a bit about the other stuff in the Shattered Star Celebrations pack, and it's going to be a good time. So there are two new cards. Both of them are in Lunar. The first of them is one of the commons that you will get guaranteed in every pack. It is Gloombatt. So Gloombatt is basically, there's been a few times in the Discord where A-Drive has mentioned that there's going to be some cards in Moonrise that are going to punish people for setting too many cards, just going like set 2 or 3, pass, things like that. And Gloombatt is one of those cards. I was kind of worried about this because like I am of the opinion that you shouldn't be putting like a 1-cost back row pop, like with no drawbacks outside of this, just a simple invoke rune 1-cost pop a back row, or something like a heavy storm at like 3 or 4 cost into this game, because if you make back row removal too easy, that means that the back row that people are actually willing to play, with the risk of it getting popped before they can actually use it and they just go -1 for nothing, is going to need to be stronger. People are going to expect stronger back row, and back row on the weaker end is going to become more and more unplayable because of that. So I am always worried about this sort of thing, and I didn't want them to go that simple direction. I thought there were better ways that they could address the problem, and I'm very happy with Gloombatt's design. So Gloombatt is effectively, it's a boom bat for back row. It's a Lunar 2/1. You can disenchant a Lunar from it to target and destroy any rune. However, more than that, the fact that the part that punishes your opponent for playing a bunch of back row, a bunch of sets, is that if your opponent has 2 or more face down runes, you are allowed to special cast this from your hand using Lunars. So you can't use this as ascent fodder for other elements. It has to be something that's going to require Lunar if you want to get proper ascension. But it's a more versatile tool. It has the back row removal, yes, and that's very powerful. You can access it at any time, even if your opponent isn't fulfilling that conditions. You just have to be willing to give up your normal cast to do so, or send it over something like you would with Gloombatt. And it's just a really cool card. I really like what this is going to enable Lunar decks to do. Like, I don't expect this to see that much play outside of Lunar, because like a lot of what makes this card good is its versatility. In that it can be that back row removal, but it can also be a quick ascension for Lunar guys. And so because of that, I don't expect it'll see that much play outside of Lunar. But in Lunar, it has a lot of versatility, and it's going to be that punishing factor for if your opponent is putting up too much back row, which is very, very, very nice. I like this card's design a lot. This is like the exact direction that I wanted them to go in for dealing with this problem of people setting up too much back row. I like the fact that like in say Kiribis, I meant Draking. You're going to have like these extra bodies that you can ascend a Gloombatt over, and then be able to get extra pops the way you would with Gloombatt. That's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm not quite so positive on the other new card we got, so. But like I'm not too upset about that, because this is the Shattered Glass card for this Shattered Stars. The Stained Glass, sorry. This is the Stained Glass card for this Shattered Stars pack. And in this pack there are actually 8 cards you can get in the rare slot. So this will be even rarer than previous ones were. So I'm not too mad about this not seeming as good. So this is Posthumoose. It was said in the video that this is the final ascension stage of Flammoth, the card that searches for Artemis and is a 6 defender if you fully load up Artemis. So this guy also interacts with Artemis. When your Artemis suppresses a card, you get to target and destroy that card. Yeah, it has to be that same card. So that means this is going to be able to pop any face-up card on your opponent's field, even runes, which is pretty nice. And then while Artemis is enchanted, it can't be affected by counter runes. So it's like another one of these unaffected by type guys, these big tower type cards. But it's like nowhere near as good as the other towers because it's just unaffected by counter runes, which while good, doesn't stop Earthquake or Laurels or any of that stuff. So it's like, and like the big 3-cost towers that are actually seeing any play are the ones that go, hey, I'm untargetable by anything, not just runes. Like that's a huge part of Wasp Ivy's problem, that you can just get rid of it with like a Gloombatt. So like this does not seem very good. I don't know. Maybe you'll get like a really good quick ascension to it from deck with the second stage of this Ascension 9. But like on face, this does not seem very good. And now let's just briefly talk about the other contents of this pack. So this is going to have 8 cards in it, unlike previous Shard Stars. So we're going to have our 6 comments, which is going to be the Necrof Halloween, which we've seen previously, a Halloween Blazerus, then this new Trindra art, plus the Pulsar and Nebuleo, which we saw previously, then the Gloombatt, and then you have a Spirit slot, which can be one of 8 spirits. These are not full art, but they have these like really like retro Pokemon TCG style art that I think looks really nice. But like these don't come full art, and there's also, as far as I can tell, these come non-foil as well, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's all right. They still look pretty cool. But like there's a lot less guarantees with this one because like in each pack you're going to be getting one of these 8, and it's going to be random. So you can't go like, okay, I'm gonna get like 20 of the Shard Stars. I'm gonna get my full Spirit deck's worth of this in full art or something like that. And probably these will end up a lot more expensive than the current ones because, well, they're 1 in 8, and if someone wants to complete a playset of these, you're gonna need a lot of them. So like I don't imagine they'll end up that expensive, but they'll definitely be more expensive than the current full art Shard Stars spirits. And their art do look really nice. Then in the holo slot, we have the stained glass Posthumoose, of course. Then we've got this Halloween Trifernal to complete the set. Then we've got these 4 arts of Circle the Sky, as if you don't have enough Circle the Sky. Here's 4 more of them. 4. They have like a joined art thing in their full art, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I feel like I would have preferred just like an art with like all the full art on it, like with all 8 spirits and just 1 Circle of the Sky. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think we've had more than enough Circle the Sky variants. It's getting a bit ridiculous at this point. I don't think we need this many of them. Now, the 2 slots in the foils that I'm actually personally kind of excited about, for like pretty specific reasons, are Poison Nectar in foil and Helios' Chariot Ride in foil. Now, neither of these see like a super big amount of play, but like they do see enough play. What matters to me, though, I don't care about the fact that it's foil. I care about the fact that these have counter written on them next to their symbols. I need as many of the set 1 and 2 runes to be reprinted post set 3 so they get that written out. please, I need it. I need it now. So I will be making sure I get playsets of both of these, because if I ever play these cards, I want them to have counter written on them. Especially as someone who tends to lend out their decks to teach newer players. I really value having the rune type written on the cards in my deck. So I appreciate that we are getting reprints of Helios' Chariot Ride and Poison Nectar with that written out. I wish they were easier to pull. Those Circle of the Sky, those Circle of the Skies are going to make these a bit trickier to pull than I prefer, but it is what it is. And then for the Stellars, we have 4 reverse Stellars. We have Cyanectar, Smoky, Porcutide, and Chillinotl. These all look pretty nice. They look pretty cool. Cyanectar I like the most, and it's like the most playable of them too, so that's pretty nice. And there's also in the 99 copies serialized Stellars, there's also a Wasp Ivy, so like you can like Wasp Ivy diehards can like fully foil out their deck, which is pretty nice. That's the thing I appreciate. The other 99 copy serialized Stellar, though, is Flammoth, and, like, this art looks pretty good, but, like, this is sort of a problem I have with some of the 99 serialized, is that they're not full art. And, like, in any case where they got, like, a full art, which is going to be more common, and thus less expensive, I tend to prefer the full art, and that's especially the case with Flammoth, because I think Flammoth's full art is one of the best looking full arts in the game. I think it's one of the best arts in the game. It's beautiful. I really love that art. So like if I was playing Flammoth, I wouldn't want to foil it out with these 99 serialized Stellar Flammoths. I want the full art. Yeah, that's just a complaint I've had brewing in my brain about these 99 serialized because of the fact that they're not full art. And then the 10 copy serialized Stellars is the Majesty and Imperial. And these are okay, but like their arts we've already seen, just like an alternate palette. And the cards they're on aren't particularly good, so like can't get too I don't personally get too excited about these ones, but they're cool. Yeah. I'm really excited for Gloombatt. I'm really excited for those counter written on them, Poison Nectar and Helios' Chariot Ride, and I'm excited to be able to talk about more reveals when Moonrise's reveals start up properly. I wouldn't be surprised if Gloombatt started already seeing play once it hits legality at November 1st, because Striking is like, I'm seeing a lot of people, including like Coder, talk up DraftKings, so like it seems like it's actually testing well. And like this would be pretty, like it has a lunar deck to go into already, so like you could just run it in there, and it'll probably be pretty nice. So yeah, that's going to be it. This is Hunter Surge signing off.